Thank you guys once again for stopping by. I just wanted to share something really quick. But first of all, would you please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already? And for you all that already have, thank you so much. And if you do subscribe, thank you. I appreciate it. But let me just share this. Why is it that someone would ask me what I'm doing when they see me because they could see a difference? Oh, girl, you starting to look back, look like you used to look, and you getting back down to that size, girl. What are you doing? So when I start to tell them what I'm doing, all I hear is all this negative feedback, like, "How? What you doing? That doesn't. Who can stick?" It's just cutting out certain things. That's it. And I just say, have willpower. Every time they shoot something negative, I'm trying to say something positive. But for my mental well-being, I try not to entertain it. Because if I'm not seeing results, then I would be irritated. But because I'm seeing results, I can't get irritated with them. I just sit back and go, oh, okay, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It must be something you want to do because you ask me, what are you doing, girl? Because nothing works for me. And I'm telling you, and only thing you have to say is some negative things. So I just opt out because it goes back to mental well-being. You got to pick and choose your battles. So, but let me just skate through a few things just in case someone run across this video and they want to know. So, like I always tell people, mentally you have to be ready and prepared for this so that you can have the willpower to sustain this. It's a lifestyle change, and if you keep it up, you won't have those yo-yo diet type results where you're going up and you go down and then you gain it all back. No, when you change yourself for the better and you understand you're not really giving up stuff, you're just doing it in moderation and at a set time that you can go back to feeling like you're not missing anything. But if you're willing to commit to 2 to 4 weeks to see if you're getting the results, you can tweak certain things to see how it can fit into the new lifestyle change that you're trying to do or doing. 2 to 4 weeks to see results, just to see if it will work. And then if it does, keep doing it. If it doesn't, you haven't lost anything, or have you? You may lose some fat and then you want to keep going, but you got to have that willpower. And that goes back to the mental health I was saying. You got to be mentally prepared. And I always tell people, you can go and exercise all day long and you may not get results. But when you change your eating habit, because 80% of your weight loss or fat loss is in what you're eating and your choices in food. That's it. And I put up what I'm doing. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm going to put everything up and I'm going to share everything. I'm not going to gatekeep. And if it's something that I left out, I'm going to come back and try to say, and oh, well, yes, this too. I'm not going to gatekeep. This is not for me. Someone told me something and I'm sharing it with you guys. It's only fair, right? And then the things that I've tried that I haven't heard, but it works for me, I'm sharing those things too. And another thing I try to stress to people, besides mental health and being prepared, is basically being prepared ahead of time. So you won't get caught off guard. So you won't run into those sabotages or failures because you're out and don't have the right tools you need, as far as like, if I go to this restaurant because I'm out and I can't go back home, what can I eat? Salads. Don't put anything that's carb on there, high carbs. Get high proteins instead. Opt for that. You can still get those things and say, hold that, I don't want that. Or you can decide to go to a place where you can find the meats and vegetables, where it's just a steak cook or chicken breast cook with some salad, or chicken breast with some vegetables, or a steak with some vegetables. You just got to make the right choices. That's all. Just be prepared ahead of time so you can avoid those failures. Avoid temptation. Oh my goodness. Do not surround yourself with a bunch of snacks if you know that's your issue. I took them out. Found alternatives. I'll share that with you as well. And it works for me. And sometimes I don't even go to them alternatives because my goal was to not want to crave those things and not feel like I have to go to those things or I needed those things. They were a crutch. In the beginning, I used those alternatives to my favorite snacks as a crutch to get me through.